Welcome back to End Times Prophecy News, the 11 o'clock report. Breaking news, Russia just launched their own investigation. Russia has announced an investigation into the series of arson protests following the release of a film about the country's last Caesar from Reuters, Moscow. Russian police said on Saturday they had opened a criminal case following a series of violent arson protests over a film about the country's last Caesar. The film, Matilda, is by award-winning director Alexei Ukitel and tells the story of a love affair between Russia's last Caesar, Nicholas II, and half-Polish ballerina Matilda Szynskiya, who described the relationship in her memoirs. Matilda is to be released internationally in late October, despite protests from religious conservatives who are offended by what they believe is its disrespectful depiction of a man the Russian Orthodox Church regards as a martyr. And boom, Lewandowski just said what needed to be said. For the first time, the American president is out telling the world exactly the way things have to be done for the United States. Always like him, Corey Lewandowski. And Warriors just responded to the President Trump again. After a day of criticism from NFL, NBA players, President Trump reiterates that players who kneel during national anthems should be fired once again on Twitter. And just in, Warriors respond to President Trump once again. There is nothing more American than our citizens having the right to express themselves freely. In my opinion, you're not a citizen if you stand down for the flag or national anthem. You're not a citizen. You're protesting. You're telling the world and the rest, everyone, that you don't stand for this country. So get out. Get out of my country. That's what I say. You're a disrespect. You're a shame to the younger kids of this world. All the kids that are growing up, you're a shame. While we intended to meet as a team at the first opportunity we had this morning to collaboratively discuss a potential visit to the White House, we accept that President Trump has made it clear that we are not invited. Not true. He only disinvited one of your team members who disrespected him radically. So you're making up lies again. We believe there is nothing more American than our citizens having the right to express themselves freely on matters important to them. We're disappointed that we did not have an opportunity during this process to share our views or have open dialogue on issues impacting our communities that we felt would be important to raise. How come you didn't say that when you decided to stand down for the national anthem? Oh, no, now that you've made a disgrace of yourself, now that you're going to try and act like you're being diplomatic? In lieu of a visit to the White House, we have decided that we'll constructively use our trip to the nation's capital in February to celebrate equality, diversity, and inclusion, the values that we embrace as an organization, which Donald Trump is 100% for. Do you think you could act like that yourselves? Or do you think you're going to become black racists against white people like Donald Trump? That's right. That's right. Exactly. You guys are a bunch of racists against white people. Even the white people are. It's disgusting. Steve Bannon and Trump to go head to head. White House advisor Steve Bannon is headed to Alabama to campaign for the candidate running against President Trump's endorsement, Luther Strange, from Fox News. Former White House advisor Steve Bannon will head to Alabama to campaign for Roy Moore, the Christian conservative who is running against the candidate endorsed by President Trump in the state's Republican Senate race. A source close to Bannon confirmed to Fox News that Bannon, along with Duck Dynasty star Phil Robertson, will headline a rally for Moore on Monday night. Trump has endorsed Luther Strange, the appointed incumbent senator in the runoff, which takes place Tuesday. The president held a rally for Strange on Friday evening. Strange's campaign has benefited from the support of Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and political organizations tied to him. You know, not only do we have, as far as the voting goes, the implosion of the Democrat Party, but we also have the fact of the voter integrity program that's getting better, like I said before. But another thing that is going on as well, the Republicans have been winning, and the Republicans are coming out of the woodwork now. So in order for the Democrats to win, they're going to have to come out of the woodwork, but unfortunately they're doing the opposite. They're leaving the Democrat Party. So the Republicans are going to really stand up for their votes and make sure they vote now. Why? Because they know that the election integrity program is straightening things out, for one. Yeah. It looks really bad for the Democrats, because most of the Republicans know that it was the Democrats who cheated on the election. And so the Republicans are going to come out in full phasers in the next election in Senate in 2018. Oh, it's going to be real bad. Sean Hannity just exposed the NFL commissioner. Yes, Roger Goodell, what a buffoon he is. Looks like the NFL commish wants to lecture the POTUS and fans who prefer football over political statements. How many people fought, bled, I don't know what that is, and died fighting for everyone's rights? They fought under the American flag. Many Americans want respect for the flag and the anthem. That's right. And here's what Roger Goodell said, the commissioner for NFL. The NFL and our players are at our best when we help create a sense of unity in our country and our culture. There's no better example than the amazing response from our clubs and players to the terrible natural disaster. Amazing response of disrespecting the flag? You make me sick, Mr. Goodell. Divisive comments like your players have demonstrated on the field by not standing for the flag has nothing to do with Donald Trump if they don't like him. It's your country. Do you want to keep your country, or do you want to leave? If you don't like the flag, you should just leave. Divisive comments like these demonstrate an unfortunate lack of respect for the NFL, our great game, and all of our players, and a failure to understand the overwhelming force for good our club and players represent in our community. Bunch of hogwash, isn't it? I certainly think it is. And now, the best part. Temptations to sin. Woe unto the world because of offenses, for it must needs be that offenses come. But woe to that man by whom the offense cometh. Wherefore, if thy hand or thy foot offend thee, cut them off and cast them from thee. It is better for thee to enter into life halt or maimed, rather than having 2 hands or 2 feet to be cast into everlasting fire. And if thine eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. It is better for thee to enter into life with 1 eye, rather than having 2 eyes to be cast into hell fire. Thank you for listening.
Folks, I really need to share with you what I have witnessed works. You know, the elites have lied to you. You have all been duped into believing that eating fatty foods have made you fat. But the truth is, God made you to be a fat-burning machine. When you obey your doctor and stop eating fatty foods and start eating heart-healthy foods, you actually end up getting bad cholesterol and your blood pressure goes up. You start to snore, you get insomnia, anxiety, paralysis, even hair loss, and worse yet, a heart attack and possible death. Folks, this is exactly what the elites want. Now, not all fats are good for you, but here is the answer. The blood pressure solution from Dr. Marlene Merritt. A proven diet where you can eat that bacon and steak and watch the fat go off. Watch the blood pressure drop massively and say goodbye to your blood pressure medications of poison that big pharma doctors you've been paying for. That's right. Just eat right and say goodbye to your medicine and watch your doctor freak out when he finds out what your diet consists of. for they are brainwashed as well. Pick up your blood pressure solution copy today and you will soon be looking forward to a new active life free of Big Pharma. Just click on the link down below. Support my channel while you're at it. Thank you for listening.
Folks, this country is under major attack of free speech. If you enjoy what you hear on my channel and like to continue to support free speech, I do have a PayPal button on the right side of my banner on my main channel YouTube page. Please remember, my channel and ministry is supported by great people like you. I love you all, and may the Lord bless.